Greenville, South Carolina, Fluor Field to be pinpoint. The Canes from Wren and the Vikings from Spartanburg. I'm Blake Miller, joined up top in the press box with David Thompson. And David, it's always good to come back here to Fluor Field and watch Canes baseball.
Beautiful day for baseball. Going to be right close to the 70-degree mark before we're finished here. Beautiful stadium, beautiful place. I know I was joking the other night about I wished it was freezing cold so that we could be warm and everybody else would be cold, but it's a beautiful day, beautiful park, and hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day for the Hurricanes as we face the Vikings.
And also shocking of how good it looks after yesterday being such a rainy and miserable day. A lot of baseball games canceled because of that. So nice to have a ball game today. The Vikings from Spartanburg have a top player in number 3 in States Far. He's not playing today or not in the lineup as of right now, but a South Carolina commit nonetheless, hitting 400, 3 RBIs, 3 runs. David, and Spartanburg not having him, that's a big factor today.
Yeah, not sure. I know they just played 3 region games this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm not sure if something's going on there, but I'm sure they'll definitely be missing him as they go through their lineup this evening.
100%. I know Austin's got some things up his sleeves to talk about during pregame. The Canes coming off that big win over Seneca, 3-1. David, Evan Allen, 7 innings once again, only 1 earned run, and the freshman Carson Bryant goes 1 for 3, and those 2 RBIs end up being the killer on the Bobcats.
It was a big night for the Hurricanes. I mean, you go to Seneca and get a victory over there. Seneca is a great ball club this year, expected to compete for that state title, and the Hurricanes go down and get a big victory again. I can't remember the adjective that my brother used for Evan, but it was something on the lines of unbelievable, remarkable, phenomenal, outstanding. But, boy, he's just been really good for the Hurricanes as we've started this year.
And he's looked like that, as you said, in every start he's started this season thus far. I think there's one last thing to talk about on pregame. Austin brings up the region standings. The Canes sit at the top with the only 2 region wins. Poundersville 1-0. BHP Palmetto have not played a region game, sit at 6-2 and 4-0. Fountain Inn at 0-1, and Southside at 0-2. Anything that surprises you there, David?
Not really, not yet. Of course, the Bears and Palmetto yet to play. I think the question mark is still out there for Palmetto. They beat up on some teams, some lower A teams, so not real sure what they're going to have. I'm not saying they're going to be bad by any means. So if you're watching this broadcast, don't use it as bullpen material, because I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not real sure what they're gonna get. I am somewhat surprised at the run total that Powdersville put up against Fountain Inn. We saw last year Fountain Inn they're a great ball club, and kind of interesting to see them put up as many runs against the Fountain Inn Fury as they did. So that would be my only surprise as we talk about the region so far.
Yeah, and as you talked about Fountain Inn, that same starter that pitched against Powdersville is the starter that took down the Patriots a year ago when we were talking about how good this Fountain Inn team was and the bright future it has. That's the region standings. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to see some starters for both of these teams as the Canes take the field here in Fluor Field. We'll be right back on the Wren Broadcast Network.
St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Blop, blop.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Chugga, 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 chugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services. We'll fix that too. Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
On time and friendly.
Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend. Prompt service. Technician was skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Once upon a time, moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving.
Have no fear. The hunks are here.
College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space? We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never. When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Chugga, 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 chugga.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services.
Whether you've got slow drains or clogged drains, take advantage of our 93 or its free sewer drain clearing special. We'll even include a camera inspection and 1-year no clog guarantee.
Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Here at Cox & Cole Attorneys at Law, we've got 2 attorneys, West Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our clients.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
What would tomorrow look like if you sold your house today? Maybe you'd move to a new city or a new country. Maybe you'd pick up birding or birdies. You could get into wine, not that into wine, or skiing, warmer skiing. Or maybe you'd spend more time doing nothing at all. When you're ready for whatever comes next, we'll be ready to help you get there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
back here in Greenville, South Carolina at Fluor Field. Of course, I want to thank 84 Lumber for sponsoring the pregame show, and Team Wise for always bringing you Canes athletics right here on YouTube. And David, the man on the mound, your guy, Jacob Allen, today needs a big ball game.
Yeah, we need. He needs to get on track, and I think he'll be the first one to tell you he really hadn't got the best starts that he's wanted, but I think we can get him on track. He's going to be huge when it comes to region play. We're going to have him. He's going to battle, and there has to be a little brother rivalry, don't you think? Brother threw well the other night, so this brother wants to throw well tonight.
Oh, Evans been chirping him after the last couple of outings because 33 has been dialed in. And we talked about Gamecock baseball a while ago and the big bats not showing up for them. Here for the Canes, the smaller bats that you really don't think about down the order, guys like Ben Smith, guys like Colin McCaffrey, Carson Bryant of late, have really woken up in the batter's box and been able to give the Canes meaningful at-bats and even bigger RBIs this season so far.
Yeah, and, if you go back to, I think, the very first game we broadcast, I mentioned that coach is going to be looking for his lineup, and he's going to tinker with it until he gets it. And, a little different lineup even today because across the outfield we've got McCaffrey in left, and we got Carson Bryant in center, and we got Jowers in right. Basically, the infield's the same with Evan Allen at third, shortstop Grayson Allen, and then second baseman Ben Smith, and over at first we got Big Coop. And of course, behind the plate we got Cooper Johnson. So Connor Johnson, sorry.
I also think Grayson Austin got a stray in there. He got called Grayson Allen.
Did I call him Grayson Allen? Wow.
He's not tripping anyone over there at shortstop.
Pass from the past. I am sorry, Grayson Austin.
It's okay. The Vikings from Spartanburg start off with a center fielder and E.J. Grant David and this Spartanburg team. It's 4-3 or 5-3, I think I saw in the pregame graphic, but a really good coach baseball team. As Allen will meet Grant here first to start off this one at Fluor Field. He goes outside for ball number one.
Well, you see early showing bunt. Evan Allen's up on the grass already, and evidently the Hurricanes here know a little bit.
EJ definitely squared around that time, but outside to make it 2-0.
Caffrey playing a little deep in left, kind of shallow all everywhere else.
Allen fights back to make it 2-1. And that game we watched last week for 16, walking was a problem early.
Yeah, and there we get it.
Grant does lay down the bunt, looks to be to perfection. Throw over late, and Grant starts it off with a leadoff bunt single for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think we knew it was coming, but unable to get it stopped. So a leadoff there, good leadoff for the Spartanburg Vikings, and not really where you draw up that first at bat for the Hurricanes, but nonetheless one on here with nobody out.
Tyler Stevenson steps into the box for Spartanburg, starting in left field today. First righty on righty matchup for the Canes, looking for a double play here early. Grant showing you the bunt early, also a candidate for a steal. Stevenson squared there as well, David.
Yeah. I wished, I like, how I feel about bunting. I wish he would call down in Columbia and talk to Mark Kingston about how to bunt.
Spartanburg definitely looking for here early. Grant steals, bunts laid down to the pitcher,
Nobody's
only
at third.
play at first, and he will be out. David calls out no one at third, and two people run over to cover and keeps Grant at second with one out here in the top of the first.
What can we do? Can we build a perch on top of our press box because to be able to see it at this level, you can see everything so much better. People not moving and shifting and all that. It's just so much better.
As you see the replay here in Greenville, brought to you by the crew here at Fluor Field. Taylor Jeter steps into the box playing first base today.
Yeah, if you don't like cameras, it's not our fault today.
Ball bounces in front of Johnson, throw it down to third. Not in time, and Grant takes third base with one out.
Speed kills, brother.
Now Taylor Jeter, a big-time chance to score here early for Spartanburg. Nice baseball name, as David would say, for 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Allen delivers. Jeter fouls it back behind the stadium to even it up 1-1.
Should we keep up with how many balls go out of the stadium today? Just
Last year it happened a lot.
Just so we know how many baseballs we go through today.
Yeah. Last year, I think half the broadcast was talking about how mad Randy was of how many baseballs we're going to be missing. As Allen comes setting a 1-1. That one's going to be shot foul to make it 1-2. A chance for 16 here, David, to make it 2 outs with a man on third.
Yeah, big time for a strikeout here. And get it to 2 outs, leaving the guy on third base would be huge.
16 comes setting a 1-2, looking for a K. Goes low, evens it up at 2 apiece. Also being so live and the stream being about 0.5 seconds behind us. Kind of throwing me off a little bit here early. I want to call it live, and then I look over, I'm like, well, maybe it's not live for them.
Used to it.
Allen comes setting a 2-2, looking for out number 2. He'll go high, and now it's full for Taylor Jeter. Tuning in late, E.J. Grant got on base with a bunt for the Vikings. He's been moved around to third base with one out here in the top half of the first. Allen comes setting a full count. It's grounded to shortstop. Austin lets it bounce off his chest, and he's going to bobble a little too much. The Vikings strike first, 1-0 here in the top half from Taylor Jeter.
Well, you know, we talked about speed at the beginning of the at-bat, and you see right there, that's bunt.
Definitely felt like Jeter's wheels were in the head of Austin as he went to try to pick up that baseball the first time.
Bunt, wild pitch.
Now the Vikings have a 1-0 lead, and a man on first for Bolin Fields. They're taking off again, grounded right to second. Smith will step into it and get out number 2, but it will do a job and put Jeter on second base for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's the key. You put a guy in motion, and that's what they did. They started him off and stayed out of the double play. Smart for them, but didn't work out so great for the Hurricanes. But got 2 down now with a guy on second base, and we get it out right here. You know, kind of get out of here with just 1 run would be huge.
And the first, let's say, power bat we've seen for the Vikings look-wise, Christian Harder-Gregg, the DH, steps into the box, and he'll take ball 1. Harder-Gregg only DH in a day. Again, no states far for the Vikings.
Not sure he's not even here.
And Harder-Gregg puts one into left field. Kane's not going to get to it. It's going to take a bounce and score 1 as the Vikings take a 2-0 lead off the bat of Christian Harder-Gregg. Said when he stepped into the box, it looked like a little bit of power, and he puts one in the left field. And the Canes have let 2 cross home plate here in the top half of the first inning. That brings up Liam Nettles playing third for the Vikings. They've made it through the order. 6 men through all the way already. Nettles a key contributor on the 2023 Spartanburg Vikings. He swings through that one, throw down to second.
It's got to be interference.
Was high, and I agree with David. Nettles definitely looked like he was dead in front of Johnson as he threw it.
Can we get a replay on that? From a top? Do we not have it from a top?
I don't think Austin is in control of that today.
Oh, no control over that.
Now the Canes have a man on second. And Nettles puts that one in the center. The freshman steps forward and makes the play. The Canes give up 2, but they are looking to battle back in the bottom half of the first right here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for a brand new home in the Greenville, South Carolina area? With so many builders and communities, how can you be sure you will get the best deal? Realtor Glenn Klinger specializes in new home sales. Glenn is new home sales and residential construction certified and an expert in new homes in Greenville. So why take a chance on missing out on the perfect new home? Call the Klinger team today.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs. And it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be. And worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
Back here in Greenville, the Canes step into the batter's box here in the bottom half of the first inning. Camden Jowers, Grayson Austin, and Jacob Allen, the first due up for the blue and gold, as Jowers fist bumps the catcher, and we're ready to rock here in the bottom half. David, and Jowers and Austin have been big-time leadoff guys for the Canes so far this season.
Yeah, and we just need a good leadoff AB right here. You find your way on, no matter how it is, find your way on, and again,
that first pitch is a little too inside. Runs in on Jowers, 1-0.
You don't have to get 2. Cut it in half. That's what we always talk about. Cut it in half. You'd like to get 2, but cut it in half and it will be.
Pitch number 2 catches the outside corner, 1-1.
Maybe. I can be more critical tonight because I can see it. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be critical.
Jowers swings through the second strike. Brendan Foote on the mound, if I didn't mention it already, for the Vikings. In number 13.
Yeah, not sure how much pitching they'll have with playing 3 region games this week.
Jowers grounds that one to second base. Second baseman bobbles it a little bit, and Jowers beats it out with the wheels. Big-time leadoff knock for number 8.
Well, that's what you wanted. Again, it didn't matter how he got there, just get there. Let's see what we're going to do here. If we're going to go ahead and bunt and try to get him over.
Now, authorized heating and air knock from number 8. As you see the replay here, one little bobble, and 8 makes him pay. Yeah. As David said, 6 definitely a threat to lay this one down. Austin watches ball 1. Grayson Austin, sophomore shortstop. Looking to do a job here.
That's why I don't like those cards. I used to could say, I could kind of have an idea what's going on, but I don't know what 1-4-5 means. Sorry.
righty-on-righty matchup. Canes have been aggressive early in the season on the base pass.
Speaking of, they're going to call interference on that.
Is taking second base. Austin is having a talk to the umpire behind the plate. I don't think they're going to call either time.
Thank you.
Makes it 1-1 with Jowers on second. Now Six has a man in scoring position with no one out for the Canes.
I'm not so sure he left the box, and I can't tell you that, but both of them were very close.
Foot delivers, and Austin swings through strike two. Great looks of the Canes today here at Fluor Field. Brought to you by the camera crew. Bunch of guys involved here in Greenville. Foot looking for his first out of the inning. And Austin stays alive with a battle. Fields and Hurst for the Vikings holding Jowers closely at second.
Grayson does a great job with opposite field. I'd love to see him hit one in that right center field gap. There's a huge gap in right center.
1-2, see if Six can do it. He stays alive nonetheless.
Got center field basically playing dead center, and then got the right fielder moved on over here more toward the line. Gives you a great look.
Foot comes set. 1-2 count, no one out here. Jowers stands on second, and that'll even it up 2-2. Again, mentioned before Jowers came up, 8-6 have put some quality at-bats on the board so far throughout the season. Six looking for another one. 2-2 for Foot. That bounce off anything but Grayson Austin's bat, and Jowers stands on third. I'm not sure exactly what it hit.
Hit the catcher's mitt on the inside. They're checking him to see if he went. Thank goodness he did not, because here's the reason I say thank goodness. If he had went, we'd have had man on first and third, because the ball, pass ball, there's no way they're going to throw Grayson out. But thank goodness they didn't call that a strike, because then we would have been left without that opportunity.
Now it sits 3-2, Jowers on third, and Austin can get on base in a numerous amount of ways here. Foot comes set, takes a look at Jowers.
Good at bat, Grayson.
And Austin does work the walk with no one out here. Men at the corners for number 16, the man on the mound, and Jacob Allen. And to his credit, been really good in the box the last couple of weeks.
Yes, he has. He gets hot. He's tough.
As David shows us a region score, Powdersville beating Fountain Inn 4-0.
In the bottom of the first.
Canes trying to tie this thing back up or take the lead here in the bottom half of the first. Here at Fluor Field as Foot comes set. Goes high for ball number one.
Going to get a mound visit.
That we will. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Also looks like a good amount of fans came to support the Vikings and the Canes.
Looks like the Hurricanes kind of outnumber them. Maybe by 2 times the effect. So we got first and third, just to reset it here. We got first and third with Jacob Allen at the plate. They're going to send some guys to the bullpen already as they make their way over. You have to run from the bullpen. You have to run, let's see, almost back to Powdersville.
And also, David, you talked about it earlier. It's set up good for the Canes this year in Greenville with the pitching staff because you can throw 16 out there, see how far it can go. It's like a regular region game. Team like Spartanburg or even the Canes a year ago, if you're kind of off that region path, you kind of just got to throw an arm out there, see how it sticks.
And that's what's worked well from the Hurricanes this week is the fact that they played on Tuesday night against Southside, and we don't need to revisit that. But they were able to throw without their starters, and in fact, they threw 2 no-hitters in those ball games. So you were able to throw Evan on Wednesday night, come back with Jacob on Saturday.
Allen swings to a pitch there. Throw to third's not in time, but the Canes steal second. And they'll have him at second and third with no one out to Jacob Allen.
I bet you Jacob was stressed out. He couldn't find me. You know what I'm saying? Because he always looks at me before he bats.
I bet he's look up and
I bet he's like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's gone.
1-1 count to 16. He fouls that one back to make it 1-2. Big chance here for the Canes here in the bottom half of the first. 2 runs to tie this game up. 6 teams shown it in recent ball games that he can do exactly that here with no one out.
Jacob Allen up on the line, literally at home plate, trying to take away that outside corner.
1-2 from Foote. He gets the call, first out of the inning from the man on the mound from the Vikings. And the Canes will have 1 out now, and Cooper Sanders steps into the box on back-to-back power bats for the Canes. Sanders, I think, playing first today, if I'm right.
It's a good pitch for sure.
That gets behind the catcher. Jowers stays. He thought about coming.
Well, the way the catcher reacted, you would have thought it went all the way to the backstop, but it ended up right under his legs. So, thank goodness we were able to see that. Jowers hustles back.
1-0 count from Foote to Sanders. That one goes high, 2-0 quickly.
I know they sent a couple of guys to the bullpen, but don't see any action down there. Actually, there is some action in their bullpen. It's hard to tell. But I did see a ball thrown.
Big pitch here, 2-0 to Cooper Sanders. And that gets the inside part of the plate to make it 2-1.
Cooper here is just going to have to try to get that fastball, and if not, just make an adjustment. Something on the backside, second base, first base, right field.
Sanders lifts that one up and foul, so Foote's worked himself back even at 2-2.
Don't want to see waste these 2 runners at second and third with nobody out.
Big chance here for the boys in blue and gold. 13 steps off the rubber. He'll take a moment to collect himself here in a big moment early. 30 looking to drive in some runs. Evan Allen stands on deck. Foote delivers. Sanders slaps that one maybe past the second baseman. First baseman takes a stab at it and drops it. The Canes will at least score 1, and they'll have them at the corners after a lucky knock from 30 that goes through the glove of the first baseman.
Yeah, exactly what you wanted. That's what I said, something on the opposite field, but great effort there by the first baseman, but unable to come up with that.
Premier Car Restoration and Collision Instant Replay as the Canes plate 1 and have a chance to do some more damage with 33 stepping into the box, and 33's been big on the mound, David, but also been nice in the box as well.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. We've been getting a lot out of this bottom. Not that he's at the bottom, but from 5 down, we've been getting some effort with Smith on deck. He's really gave us some good at-bats as well.
And Foote starts him out with a strike.
Don't see us putting Cooper in motion. But I've been wrong before.
I would believe you. Allen drives one into right field. Right fielder trails towards the line. He'll make the play. Runner tags for the Canes, and we'll have it all tied up here in the bottom half of the first as the Canes respond. 2 big-time at-bats for 33 and 30. And now a guy that, as first we'll look at the instant replay, just doing a job was Evan Allen as the Canes strike and make it 2-2. But Ben Smith steps into the box, and he's looked really good in my eyes early.
Sorry, I was laughing at Coach Pearson. They showed the replay, and Coach Pearson's giving the double thumbs up right there on the replay. Nice.
So brand new ball game here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 count to Ben Smith, playing second today for the Canes. He lifts that one up past the second baseman as he trails backwards. He lets it fall behind him. And Sanders is going to be trapped between second and third. Throw to third. Sanders is going to get tagged on the back. And the Vikings are going to get out of an error in the bottom half of the first. But the Canes respond and tie it up at 2. 2-2 here in Fluor Field.
Once upon a time, moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving.
Have no fear, the hunks are here.
College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
Thank you for considering G-Force for your parking lot project. Each G-Force location is veteran-owned and uses the latest and greatest Graco state-of-the-art equipment with onboard computers and laser technologies for perfect results every time. We hope you'll choose G-Force for all your pavement marking needs.
We're back.
Barely.
Yeah. Cause of concern, we lost Austin for about 20 seconds. As Brendan Foote steps into the box, trying to help himself out on the mound for the Vikings. First due up here in the top half of the second. He's now sitting at 1-1 from 16.
Man, it's a beautiful day.
Good day for two really good baseball teams as Foote fouls that one back. 1-2 now with no one out.
I believe Wade Hampton and Greer will be after this one.
Malden had themselves a nice night last night. Beat Riverside 10-3 here. Malden looks like a problem as Foote grounds that one foul to stick it at 1-2. College teams come here next week. Think the Gamecocks take on USC Upstate, if I'm not wrong. Michigan State played here not too long ago. As Allen delivers the 1-2, and it bounces to Johnson behind the plate.
Yeah, it gives the Drive an opportunity to kind of work the kinks out before they start their season, so it really works well for them.
Allen in a 2-2, almost gets Foote to offer at it, but it'll run full here with no one out. Three hits for the Canes, 2 hits for the Vikings. Foote lifts that one straight into the air, fading into right field. Canes will be under it for out number 1. As if I'm not wrong, I want to say you said that was McCaffrey in right before the game started.
No, that's Jowers.
Jowers, that's correct. 1 out nonetheless. Brings up Carson Bishop, man behind the plate for the Vikings. As we get closer to the bottom half of the order. First pitch, called a ball in the outside corner. Allen quickly back into the windup. Ground ball to a shortstop. Makes this one look smooth for out number 2. Sophomore made an error in the first inning. Comes back here with a next opportunity and makes a play. David, nice to see from a sophomore.
He's quick and smooth.
Take another replay at 6.
His feet are just so good.
Quick exchange from glove to hand. Out number 2, and Allen's got 2 up, 2 down so far. Devon Hurst in the box now. That one fades foul to make it 0-1. I mean,
Huge if you go 3 up, 3 down here.
That's what was coming out of my mouth. This would be a big comeback inning for 16. Keep it at 2 apiece. 16 bounces that one, goes 1-1. Tune in late, wondering how it got 2-2. Vikings and Canes put up 2 in the first inning. As Allen looking for a strike call there, doesn't get it, runs it to 2-1.
I would have called that a strike. But nobody asked me.
Looking to make it 2-2, goes a little bit higher, and it's going to be 3-1 instead. Now, Devon Hurst looking to get on base. He drives that one into center. The freshman takes a couple steps back, and Carson Bryan is there. 3 up, 3 down for Jacob Allen, and we come back. The Canes look to take the lead here in Fluor Field.
Are you looking for a brand new home in the Greenville, South Carolina area? With so many builders and communities, how can you be sure you will get the best deal? Realtor Glenn Klinger specializes in new home sales. Glenn is new home sales and residential construction certified and an expert in new homes in Greenville. So why take a chance on missing out on the perfect new home? Call the Klinger team today.
Thank you to C&M Garage Door Services for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. Keep your garage door running smoothly. Garage door tune-up, springs, cables, gear kits, safety sensors, noisy rollers, and new installs. Quality work at a reasonable price. Contact C&M at 864-325-1517. That's 864-325-1517.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
On time and friendly.
Very pleased with Preferred. Would highly recommend prompt service, technician was skilled, polite, and efficient with our plumbing issues.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Back here in Greenville, Austin has Canes softball on the screen. Hey, that's a little forewarning to what's about to happen as the Canes take on the Patriots in softball here next week. As the Canes start off, I want to say it's Connor Johnson in the box, the man behind the plate for the Canes. Brendan Foote back out there for the Vikings. Canes looking to match that bottom half of the first. That runs outside. 2-0 quickly to 27. Johnson, McCaffrey, Bryant due up this inning. Foot finally finds that outside corner to make it 2-1. Johnson, of course, played in this floor field game a year ago. He lifts that one back and fouled him, evening up 2-2. Johnson looking for leadoff. Magic once again. Jowers led off the Canes in the first with a walk. Johnson battling, keeping it up at 2-2.
Yeah, the good thing about it, if we can get Connor on, it opens up some speed because Smoke, I would assume Smoke would be the runner for him.
Also with guys like McCaffrey and Bryant behind him, play a little small ball magic. Johnson swings through that one, takes a bounce in the dirt, throw down from the catcher in time for a strikeout for Brendan Foote, and out number 1. Which leads into Colin McCaffrey, who's been in the lineup, I want to say the last 3 games for the Canes, David?
I believe that's correct.
Trying to find him a spot every day in this lineup. Would add to the resume here if he can get a base knock, and he drives that one into left center. No one's going to get to it. Center fielder lets it take a hop, and 5 stands on first with an authorized hitting an air base knock.
Yeah, you can see there was a bit of miscommunication there. The left fielder's looking at the center fielder, and the center fielder was kind of looking at the left fielder. So a bit of miscommunication, but whenever you pick up the newspaper, which they don't do anymore, that's what we used to say. When you pick up the newspaper, it'll be a single, but it'll be a single anyway.
You can tell right after they both look at each other like, one of you were you were supposed to get that. McCaffrey will take it. 1 out single. Pink off move not in time. Carson Bryan, who is, feels like in both sports, just made his way onto the stage in some aspects. 2 RBIs against the Bobcats and end up winning that baseball game as he takes strike 1.
Been watching CB for a long time, and he's as good as advertised.
Kings looking for second. Throw down in time as they're going to catch Colin McCaffrey stealing for out number 2. Thought maybe that throw was going to take the tag up a little high, and McCaffrey was going to be able to slide under it. We'll get another look at the throw down.
When you slide in and you get touched and you get tagged on the fanny.
What's that mean, David?
Usually you're safe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking whenever it bounced, but I don't want to take it to a David Thompson level. I'm saying they were wrong. As Brian bounces that one off the plate, makes it 2-2. Catcher will walk out to the mound and talk to Foote.
Yeah, I think the umpire took one on the old noggin there.
We've had our run-ins with umpires taking some bounced balls foul.
We've had them fall to the ground. We've had them have to put basically a cast on their arm. We've had about everything.
2-2 count, 2 out. Bryant trying to flip the order for the Canes. As that one goes foul as well, stick it at 2-2 with 2 outs. A lot of 2s on the scoreboard at the moment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. 8, 9, 10 of them. How about that?
Delivery outside to Bryant. Runs full as we gain a 3.
9 of them now. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the game.
Just count how many 2s are on the board. Caleb Jowers stands in the on-deck circle looking to get back in the box. Bryant looking for 2-out magic. And that will walk him. He flips the bat. Man on first with 2 outs for Camden Jowers. And a nice at-bat from a freshman, David. He'll get a talk to from Cole Wise and first.
Yeah. Again, 2 outs. You know what I say usually with 2 outs with the Hurricanes. Look for some motion here.
There goes number 1. Throw down high. He's going to be in safely. He swipes a bag and puts a man in scoring position for Camden Jowers.
Hello. Ring a ring ring. Answer the phone. Now let's get a little bingo and take this lead 3-2.
Now the Canes definitely in a mode for some 2-out magic, trying to steal a run here. Jowers versus Brendan Foote. Vikings trying to hold Bryant close to the bag at second. Goes outside 1-1. Canes started off this inning with a strikeout from Connor Johnson and a base knock from Colin McCaffrey. Later thrown out at second. Now 2 outs. Carson Bryant on second. Jowers in the box after the talk from the catcher. Jowers one of the 2 runs for the Canes in the first inning. Wood comes set in a 1-1. Jowers grounds it past the third baseman. Bryant rounds third. Throw home, not in time as Jowers stands on second. And the Canes take the lead in the bottom half of the second inning with an authorized heating and air base knock.
Yeah, that's what we needed.
And Camden Jowers continues to be nice in the 1 hole for the Canes. You see 1 turn on the wheels and making an RBI.
Now you got speed at second. That's the thing about it. When you get down to the bottom of that order with McCaffrey and Jowers, and now you got, with McCaffrey and Bryant and Jowers. Get some speed on the bases now, and Grayson do his thing and hit it in that right center field gap. We're gonna get us another one.
The 2-out magic does in fact happen. Canes take the lead as Foote starts Austin off with a strike. And also good to see here in Greenville those cameras able to pick up the dugout celebrations from those guys down in the dugout. 3-2 ball game with 2 outs. Austin swings through that one. 0-2 now to 6. Brendan Foote's had himself a fair share of Canes on the base pass here early. Delivery outside. Canes looking to steal third. Throw down way in time, and that's out number 3 as the Canes trying to get aggressive, but have a lead 3-2 here at the end of the second. We'll be right back on the top of the third here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
You want your day to be perfect, whether it's your wedding, prom, pageant, or homecoming. Demetra Designs understands. Voted best in the upstate, Demetra Designs is the upstate's largest full-service bridal emporium, featuring top designers for pageant, homecoming, and prom, offering the selection of a major city retailer. From hair to makeup to photos, Demetra is committed to making all eyes turn when you enter the room. Visit our website right now. Print your instant Demetra formal wear savings coupon. Demetra Designs Bridal Emporium, Pleasantburg Drive, Greenville.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. He'll always be super satisfied with preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Keep your septic system running smoothly. For a limited time, we're offering septic tank pumping for just $399. Call Preferred Home Services today to take advantage of this offer.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Home Services. Go, 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 Preferred.
What would tomorrow look like if you sold your house today? Maybe
back here at Floor Field on the Wren Broadcasting Network. Jacob Allen returns to the mound for the Canes here in the top half of the third inning. Canes lead 3-2 after the RBI knock of Camden Jowers. The Vikings start off E.J. Grant, I think.
Yeah, we got to change the positions here. We got Ben Smith at third and Evan Allen at second base.
Yeah, it's a weird look for the Canes here defensively.
I think we switched it up just because of the bunt coverage.
Yeah, so
let's see if they switch it after this first AB. I looked out there and I'm like, what?
1-1 count. That one's high. E.J. Grant did start off this ball game with a base knock bunt towards third base. 2-1 count. Ground ball almost over the head of Smith. He throws down on a one hop and he gets him.
Ooh.
Smith takes a little jump around third base. He'll get the throw from Evan Allen, and they will switch, as David said. So he goes back to his main position at second. Taking a look at that one.
That's a tough play there, going back, having to set your feet. Good.
I was very close to saying maybe they made a mistake with the height at third base. That one almost snuck over his head.
Great pick by Coop over there. Don't take that away. That was huge.
Vikings look to bunt once again. One off right is Tyler Stevenson with the one out. Looking for the bunt once again, goes foul. Jacob Allen had a 1-2-3 inning in the second. Looking for another one here in the third.
2 strikes now. You got to think they're not going to bunt this time.
Oh, 2 count, ground ball to the sophomore shortstop. Loses it once, and that's going to be enough to get Stevenson the safe at first. And second time today, David, we've seen that from 6. That could be error number 2.
That's a tough play in the hole.
As that brings up Taylor Jeter, who was a part of the 2-run first for the Vikings. Stevenson on first, one out here for 7. He'll call time. Some people in that over the top, the monster in left field.
Mm-hmm.
Taking in Canes and Vikings here in Greenville. 16 comes set. Vikings looking for a bag. Johnson loses it. There's a stolen base for Stevenson with one out, and now Jeter has a man in scoring position. It's fun to watch. 2 teams have already put up 5 runs here early. They're aggressive on the base pass.
Yeah, both teams. It's evident Spartanburg's got some speed, and we know the Hurricanes do have some speed as well.
Jeter trying to capitalize. Outside and low, 2-0 count. Bolin Field stands in the on-deck circle for Spartanburg. Allen delivers. Goes high, 3-0 count. Maybe Canes playing conservative with Jeter, trying to get that double play opportunity back in action here in the top half of the third, David?
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think we're just struggling to find a strike zone right now.
Looking on the upside, 3-1 count as Allen gets a strike. Can always find a positive, David.
It is positive. I'm positive he's going to fight all the way back here and get this guy out.
I'll take a strikeout as well.
I'm positive of that.
3-1 count. Stevenson on second. Jeter in the box, 3-1. Delivery from 16. Jeter takes it down the left field line. It's going to luckily get foul, and now a full count to Jeter.
That was close.
So now a chance for 16 to get 2 outs with a man on second. I think Jeter in the same opportunity in the first inning. Pickoff move takes a bounce. It's going to go into the outfield. Stevenson's going to take off. Throw into third is not in time. Now the Vikings have a man on third with 1 out in a full count. And as you see the replay, I think as soon as he turns around, you can tell that one's not going to end up in a glove. Luckily, it doesn't lead to a run. Still an opportunity for 16 to get out number 2. And Jeter puts it where the Canes aren't. Tie ball game here at Fluor Field. Taylor Jeter capitalizes again with 1 out. Now the Canes will have a meeting at the mound. Don't think the Canes have had anyone in the bullpen here early. So more than likely just a visit, a talk over what 16 has to do to get out of this one, as we're all tied at 3 in the top half of the 3rd inning. We'll take a quick break, come right back to Fluor Field here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here at Fluor Field, Allen looks for the pickoff here early and not going to be in time as Bolin Field steps into the box for the Vikings. Playing second base today. Allen just looking to work himself out of the 3rd, keep this thing tied. Ground ball's going to be fair and roll down to the left field wall. Runner looking for third base. Canes losing the outfield. That could end up scoring a run for the Vikings, and it will. A misplay from the left fielder leads to a Vikings lead here in the 3rd inning, and Field stands on second with 1 out here. Taking a look at that replay, see it just sneaks down the line. Don't think we have a look at the left fielder and too much speed from the Vikings. Makes a small mistake, hurt a little bit more. 4-3 now with 1 out. And Christian Hardegreg steps into the box. He was the enforcer in that first inning. He scored both of those 2 runs for the Vikings. 5 hits apiece now. As Allen starts him off with strike 1. Vikings walk into this one 3-5, but looking to take down the hot 4-1 Canes. As Allen misses that one close, 1-1. Hardegreg, the DH today. Vikings trying to capitalize on a big inning here. Swings through for strike 2, 1-2 count. Fields leads off second. 1-2 count. Big out number 2 opportunity here. Gets him to swing through it for a Founders strikeout. Big time pitch from 16. Makes it 2 outs and a man on second, which leads into Liam Nettles playing third base today for Spartanburg. Nettles, Foot, Bishop. Duo for the Vikings. 2 outs here. Ground ball to the shortstop. Grayson Austin makes it look smooth as ever. The Canes get out of it. But the Vikings take the lead 4-3 as we head to the bottom half of the third here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
What would tomorrow look like if you sold your house today? Maybe you'd move to a new city or a new country. Maybe you'd pick up birding or birdies. You could get into wine, not that into wine, or skiing, warmer skiing. Or maybe you'd spend more time doing nothing at all. When you're ready for whatever comes next, we'll be ready to help you get there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Here at Cox & Cole Attorneys at Law, we've got 2 attorneys, West Cox and Lee Cole. We handle real estate matters, closings, and real estate litigation and probate, trying to bring compassion to those that we serve and our client.
Give us a call anytime. Our number is 864-847-9289.
Back here at Floor Field, Canes looking to tie this thing back up or take the lead. The Vikings move to a new pitcher, Luke Rutkowski.
Who?
Luke Rutkowski.
Say that 100 times.
I won't. He starts off 1-0 to Austin, who's back in the box after Jowers got caught stealing at third. Now it goes to 1-1. And I just know people at home were like, where was David?
I had to take a break for a minute. They got me stressed out. Not really.
1-1 count, bottom half of the third. Austin lifts that one high into the air. Won't barely leave the infield. Shortstop makes the play for the Vikings for out number 1. Five hits apiece. Vikings up 1 after the 2-run top half of the third. Jacob Allen steps into the box for the Hurricanes. That makes Cooper Sanders a Kane in the on-deck circle. Hound grounds it to the shortstop. Plays it off the bounce. Throw over high, but in time. 2 quick outs for the Vikings' new pitcher here in the 3rd inning. So the Canes had the 2-out magic in the 2nd inning. Can they do it again here? Cooper Sanders. First pitch outside for ball 1.
A little different arm slot from this young man than the one we had previously.
Sanders takes a hack at that one, fouls it off 1-1.
We can't forget to give a shout out to our special guest that's hanging out in the press box with us.
Yeah, you could have done that in inning number 1.
I know. Good to have my father-in-law overlooking the scene today. Straight from Charlotte, North Carolina. Huntersville, to be exact.
Best view in the house.
Also, probably need to give a shout out to my dad. He's watching today.
Canes trying to let everyone leave Floor Field happy with the W like they did a year ago. 3-1 count now to Sanders.
I wish we had our all-time record here because it is really good.
Both teams looking good today. Sanders hits that one straight into the air. Pitcher is going to take a stab at it. And the Canes go 3 up, 3 down to end the 3rd inning. The Vikings lead 4-3 here on the Wren Broadcast Network.
When you're ready to own it, our mortgage experts make it happen.
I was done with renting. Founders, they made my first mortgage easy.
We needed mortgage experts.
And more space.
More space?
We were there once.
I didn't even know what PMI was.
We knew.
At Founders, they never charge PMI.
Never.
When it comes to your mortgage, Founders is more equipped than ever, and you'll never see PMI. From first-time buyers to seasoned homeowners, it's nice to work with a lender you can trust.
So you can relax.
Lumber, now hiring Pittsburgh area manager trainees. Apply today and receive an $840 signing bonus.
Thank you.
Back here in Greenville, Canes looking for a 1-2-3 inning from their new pitcher, and Austin Vincent, who, David, he's looked good so far this year.
Yeah, he's had a good start to the season.
His first pitch is bunted right back to him, and a quick 1-pitch, 1-out, as we're talking about 44.
Yeah, that's what you want right there. He had a little rough outing down at River Bluff, but it wasn't. It was a lot of unearned runs. In fact, I think out of 5, I think 1 was earned. So, but he's done well here. They got a lot of hope and faith in him and his future.
Lengthy right-hander rocking the 44 number, which I think always looks good on the mound. Looking for a quick inning here. Get the Canes back in the box. Evens it up 1-1. Of course, had a shutdown 7th inning against Southside Christian in the Optura Classic at River Bluff. 1-1 delivery. Gets the pitch to stick 1-2.
Nice pitch.
One-two count, 1 out for 44. Goes low. In the box is Carson Bishop. Behind the plate today for Spartanburg. .44 into the windup. Goes low, full count now to Bishop. One pitch, 1 out to the leadoff guy. 5 pitches here. And that goes off the knob of the bat for a foul ball. I guess that's, if you want to run him inside, that's what you want to hit, David.
I guess so. We had one hit off the bat the other night. Now we got one off the. Was it the bat or was that the C? I don't know, B team game. I go to so many baseball games.
Ground ball to second. Smith sizes it up. Throw over in time as Vincent gets out number 2 and brings up Devon Hurst.
Let's see. This week alone, I saw 2, 4, 6. This is my 7th baseball game this week.
Man, it's a passion, David.
I guess.
We know deep down you like it. Vincent into the windup, looking for the bunt. Strike one instead.
They believe in bunting.
Play to your strengths, they say. Spartanburg definitely looking to do that. Time called. He'll take a talk with his coach. Maybe talking over if they are going to bunt, where they want to bunt. It's talking between innings, talking about how it's easy with you as my color guy. I can just be like, what's Randy want to do? You're kind of in the headspace of Coach Thompson as Vincent makes it 1-1.
I've known him for a while. 50 to be exact.
Just really close friends.
Yeah.
As that one's ground fouled, 1-2.
We are close. That's the one good thing about it. So, but we don't. People find it like they think I'm kidding. We don't talk a whole lot of baseball, really and truly. We talk a lot of Gamecocks and different things, but he has a life outside of baseball, so we try to talk about different things. Now we do talk, and usually after games we'll chat up a little bit.
Vincent looking.
Oh, error by the first base coach there. That was a pitiful.
Coach,
just not a great effort.
Coach Wise would never.
No, he would get in front of that.
1-2 count, 2 outs. Vincent looking for out number 3 here in the top half of the 4th. Devon Hurst, last batter in the Vikings lineup. Looking for an outside corner, doesn't get the call, 2-2.
Well, I'm not sure, but we wanted the ball up. Instead, we got it on the outside corner. I don't know if that took away our chances or not. That was way out.
Looking for some breaking action there. Doesn't break it off Enough full count now for Hurst versus Vinson. With 2 outs here. Vinson into the windup. Looking for a K. He won't get it. He'll walk Hurst. Which brings up the leadoff man, E.J. Grant, who's been on base today. Scored a run in the first inning. Definitely got to think the Canes going to switch back to that bunt defense, and they do with Evan Allen at second and Ben Smith at third. First matchup for 44 versus 5. Vikings looking for a base. Throw down looked like it was going to be close. But the Vikings steal another bag with 2 outs and put a man in scoring position.
They have some speed. There's no doubt about that.
So now E.J. Grant playing center field today, has a man on second. Chance to lay down a perfect bunt, move him over, or knock in an RBI as that one's low, 1-1. 2 errors for the Canes today, 5 hits apiece. We set it 4-3. Pickoff move. Looked perfect. Vikings able to get back in time. We saw Vinson pick off a couple guys back at home. 1-1 count to Hurst. Grant. Correction. Comes inside 2-1. Don't want to let the Vikings get into that 2-3-4 part of their lineup with Stevenson, Jeter, and Fields. Chance to cut it here. 2-1, 2 outs. Gets Grant to swing through it, 2-2. Chance to get the Canes back into the box. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top half of the 4th. Vinson comes set, delivers. And Grant puts that one into left field. Diving play not going to be made. The Vikings will at least score 1. Grant round second, looking for a triple. Throw in, not in time. And E.J. Grant keeps being big for the Spartanburg Vikings, as now it's 5-3 in the top half of the 4th inning with 2 outs. Nice opposite field knock from 5, and Canes just couldn't get to it. 5 shows you those wheels in the replay.
He's got him. The only question when that ball got in the corner, was it going to be a triple or an inside park home run?
Yeah. 5-3, Tyler Stevenson steps up. He's had a big knock today. Bowen Fields and Christian Hardegreg, Taylor Jeter stand behind him as that bunt's foul. Stevenson playing left field today for the Vikings. Back-to-back seasons, I think the Canes have taken on a 5A ball club. Last year, the Jackets. Teo Hanna. As that one bounces to the plate, Johnson can't find it. He will eventually find it. Grant was trying to steal another one, and he's tagged out. As we head to the bottom half of the 4th, Vikings lead 5-3.
To Consolidated Pipe and Supply for sponsoring the Wren Broadcast Network. For all your piping supplies, business or residential, we do it all. Just give us a call. Consolidated Pipe and Supply, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, 864-964-9370, 1727 White Horse Road.
Life, with its many stages. From the "my little one has just arrived" stage to the "I have arrived" stage. From the first home you'll ever buy to the one home you'll have forever. No matter where you find yourself in life, your forever agent will be there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Founders is committed to community involvement within our schools and student athletic programs. And it's a commitment we continue to establish, embody, and embrace for the long haul. Because at Founders Federal Credit Union, we understand how busy your day can be. And worrying about your financial matters shouldn't slow you down. So go ahead, keep cheering your team on to another win. After all, you've got enough on your plate. Relax. You're with Founders.
When you hear funny noises like that,
Joker, 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 joker.
like that, it's time to call Preferred Home Services.
Whether you've got slow drains or clogged drains, take advantage of our 93 or it's free sewer drain clearing special. We'll even include a camera inspection and 1 year no clog guarantee.
Contact us today to learn more about how we can help you with your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
Back here in Greenville, Spartanburg leads 5-3. Also 6 hits to the Canes 5. Canes looking to get back into this one. Evan Allen starts it off for the Canes with a big swing at strike one. Luke Rodkowski back on the mound for the Vikings. Ooh, outside pitch called strike two. Benson would have liked that pitch last inning.
Good effort, but no.
So now 33 in the hole, 0-2 with no one out. That one low for ball one. Due up for the Canes this inning, Evan Allen, Ben Smith, Connor Johnson. As we approach the bottom half of the order.
I think you can probably look for John to pitch hit for Connor. Saw him grabbing a helmet a while ago.
Saw Coach Thompson talking to the middle of the inning, so definitely would expect that as Evan pops that one into the air. Catcher goes back to make a play, and did he make the play? Yes, he did. For out number one, Bishop goes to the backstop. Makes a play in front of the fans here in Fuller Field. Get a replay of that one, and we do. Into the shadows. I thought he definitely bobbled it. Didn't know if it hit the ground. Brings up Ben Smith with one out here in the fourth inning. And Smith laces that one into right field. Right fielder has to take a couple steps back. But that nicely hit ball is going to be out number two. Brings up the aforementioned replacement for Connor Johnson and John Grant. He's looking to put some people on base for some two-out magic once again. That one's missed for ball one. And Rodkowski's came in and did what the Vikings have needed him to do. That one's inside for ball two. Comes set. Looking inside, 3-0 quickly to 14. So, like your chances, if someone gets on base with what McCaffrey and Bryan have been able to do, David.
Yeah, gave us some good at-bats.
3-0, got to think the red light's on for 14. So that one catches the outside half of the plate for strike one. Delivery from 14. Low and inside, and 14 takes his base for the Canes. Brings up Colin McCaffrey, who was on base in his first at-bat with a knock. Ended up getting thrown out, trying to steal second. Also puts Carson Bryant on deck, so 2 good chances here with 2 outs to move. Now Wesley Reed, who stands on first around the bases. Outside for ball 1. Also, David, first time we've seen 14 for the Vikings not be able to find the strike zone.
Need him to not find it a few more times.
Yeah. Rakowski comes set, 1-0 delivery. Low for ball 2. Started John Grant out 3-0, threatening to do it here to 5. Delivery once again. McCaffrey takes that one and drives it foul out of play to the right side into the netting. 2-1. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today for Canes Baseball on YouTube. Always blows my mind going back looking at all the views from other games.
Oh.
Got a community that likes to watch Canes athletics. Rakowski comes set at 2-1. Canes looking for second base. Throw down not going to be thrown at all, and Smoke grabs second. Puts a man in scoring position for the Canes.
I hear they just like listening to us.
I wish that was the case.
That's what I hear.
Now the catcher, Bishop, going to go talk to Rakowski for a moment. A 3-1 count here. Big chance for the Canes. McCaffrey's felt hot at the plate. 3-1 chance here. Also, you got your big freshman in the on-deck circle. 5-3 ball game, like to steal one at least with 2 outs. Rakowski comes set, takes a look at Smoke, and he will pick off. Got Smoke to Tripp, but no one there to cover the bag.
Oof.
I think that's why Smoke was thrown off, because he looked back and no one was there. He was like, why are you throwing at me? Delivery. 3-1 comes inside. McCaffrey works himself a walk. Walk CMC with 2 outs here in the 4th. Brings up the hot bat of Carson Bryant. And can the freshman keep adding on to the legend that he's created here early?
Got a big hit against Seneca. It'll be a big hit tonight. I'd say tonight because we always broadcast at night, but this afternoon.
Rakowski delivers, goes high for ball 1, and also one will take a walk if he can earn one.
Yeah. I always make fun of broadcasters when they play a basketball game or something during the day and they say tonight, and then I just said tonight.
Yeah.
Night.
You're joining the wave.
Night.
1 o'clock first pitch here at Floor Field. College baseball here in the upstate wasn't nice to anyone last night. Looking for a better Saturday as the Vikings look like they're going to be looking to the pin. Maybe just a check with Rakowski, but we'll take a break. Canes looking for runs with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here in Greenville, the Vikings look to a new arm in number 9, and Alex Bright with 2 outs, and he steps into a big moment here, David, with men on first and second. And the freshman Carson Bryant in the box here as they send more arms to the bullpen.
They just sent 4.
It goes at least one more.
I think that would classify as Charlie Holstaff. I would be out of breath before I got there. I'm like, y'all just going to have to wait. I'm walking.
1-0 count to number 1 here with 2 outs. First look at Alex Bright for the Vikings. Smoke on second, McCaffrey on first. Delivery, looking outside corner, doesn't get the call, 2-0. Righty on righty action here. Camden Jowers on deck. Nine comes set. Gets a low strike call, 2-1. It's still the same, 6 for the Vikings, 5 for the Canes. Bryant trying to look for number 6. Bright comes set, delivers. Oh, another low strike call, 2-2. Both of those back-to-back looked like they were going to bounce to the play. Bright will take it himself, 2-2 count to 1. Goes inside, Bryant slaps it into right field. Can the right fielder get there? No, but it's going to be foul.
Oh, that scores 2.
Yeah, and with one's wheels, he probably stands on third. We talk about it a lot. When you get those close calls that are more than likely balls, then it makes you press a little bit, swing a little more out of the zone. 2-2 count, rerun here for Carson Bryant. Bright comes set, takes a look at Smoke, delivers. And Bryant swings through strike 3. The Canes strand 2 as the Vikings lead 5-3 as we head to the 5th here in Greenville.
Thanks for watching the Wren Broadcast Network. If you'd like to become a sponsor, email Austin Tripp or Stan Yarborough for more information. Thank you to our team physicians and athletic trainers for the excellent sports medicine care they provide to our school and community. St. Francis Sports Medicine and Bon Secours Piedmont Orthopedics. Together, we keep you moving.
Here at Floor Field, the Canes make 2 replacements. John Grant comes in at catcher, and Camden Jowers will take the rubber for the boys in blue and gold. And to start off the inning for the Vikings, Tyler Stevenson. And what to expect here from 8, David, for the Canes.
You're going to see a lot of fastballs, and then you're going to see some Majority fastballs with some breaking stuff. Can't talk.
First pitch grounded to third. Evan Allen gets an out on the first pitch, and Austin Vinson walked in here and got a first pitch out, and Jowers does the exact same thing here to start off the fifth.
Jowers bump it up there about 85, 86, I think.
Would like to see that here. Taylor Jeter steps into the box. He's had a couple RBI knocks today. Been a force at the top of this lineup for the boys in all gold.
As soon as I talk about the gas, he throws a breaking ball.
0-1 count with one out. Back-to-back strikes, 0-2 quickly. Jowers working quick. Gets Jeter to flare one to short. Austin smoothly grabs it and exchanges the throw. 2 up, 2 down for Camden Jowers. Brings up the second baseman in Bolin Fields. Jowers was back to working quick. Hits Fields inside, which leads to Christian Hardegreg, the DH. He's played a couple for the Vikings as well in a DH spot. Pull one in the left center early in this one. Peko removed not in time. Liam Nettles in the on-deck circle for Spartanburg. Vikings dugout trying to get into this one. Jowers goes outside 1-0. He switches into the stretch. He's slowed it down. Delivers, gets the outside call, 1-1. Jowers got the pants dirty from the base pass early in this one. 1-1 count to Hardegreg. Gets him to swing through it, 1-2.
Of course, I've mentioned it before. Jowers missed all of last season with injury. So really motivated here in his senior. Jeez.
That looked belt high.
Looked like a strike to me.
Right on that up top central strike zone area. 2-2 count. Jowers delivers, gets him to ground it to the first baseman in Cooper Sanders. He calls everyone off. 3 outs for number 8. The Canes still trail 5-3 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th here in Greenville.
I would give him 15 out of 10 stars. You'll always be super satisfied with Preferred.
These guys rock their jobs and are consummate professionals.
On time and friendly.
Don't wait. Call Preferred Home Services today to schedule your Precision 21-point HVAC tune-up for just $59.
5 stars, thumbs up. We absolutely recommend Preferred Home Services.
Thanks for calling Preferred. How can we make you smile today?
What would tomorrow look like if you sold your house today? Maybe you'd move to a new city or a new country. Maybe you'd pick up birding or birdies. You could get into wine, not that into wine, or skiing, warmer skiing. Or maybe you'd spend more time doing nothing at all. When you're ready for whatever comes next, we'll be ready to help you get there. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
back here at Floor Field. Alex Bright takes the mound once again for the Vikings. The Canes have the top of their lineup due up. And Jowers, Austin, and Allen, a big chance here, David, for the Canes to get back into this one, at least tied up.
Yeah, I need to answer back here. Headed to the bottom of the fifth. Time running out. Of course, 7-inning game. So got 3 more shots at it, 5-3. Answer right now would be good.
Jowers looking to get things started. He puts it in center field off the bounce and authorized hitting an air knock to start off the 5th inning. David, that's exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's Jowers' second hit of the game. Reached on an air and hit the left field. Now hit straightaway center. Doing a good job on that leadoff position. So with nobody out here, let's see what the Hurricanes decide to do. Do we go small ball or are we going to play for some more?
Canes put up 2 in that first inning. That one almost got away on the pickoff move. Definitely would have led to 8 getting the second with his speed.
Maybe getting the third.
Bright. Got to focus on 6 in the box. He's trying to lay down a bunt. Goes foul, 0-1. Canes in this pretty much exact scenario there in the first inning where they put up 2.
Well, let's put up 2 again.
Yeah. Be big to tie it here. Bryant comes inside. Austin ducks backwards and still almost gets hit. 1-1.
Say on the dugout, wear it. He'd have wore that one in the helmet.
Yeah. 1-1 to 6. Man on first.
Don't think we want him to wear one in the head.
Right back at him. He wore it anyway. He flips the bat aggressively.
Wore it in the gluteus maximus.
Back-to-back pitches that ran way inside. Now the Canes have it on first and second for Big 16.
Of course, their bullpens, like it's already mentioned, back in Powdersville, so we don't have any idea if they've got anybody warming.
Yeah, if we were SEC Plus, we can have a camera right on top of the bullpen.
Yeah, really.
Alex Bright, men on first and second. More base runners for the Canes. Someone calls time. 16 steps out of the box. 9 off the rubber. Jowers with his wheels on second. You think if you put anything past the infield, 8 scoring. Delivery high for ball 1. Big moment here. Vikings also know it. They're going to go talk to Brian on the mound. Maybe even make a change. Something has been up here early in this inning. See what they do. It looks like someone ran close to the door.
Well, they're going to make a change.
That they will. We'll take a break. Canes with a big chance to tie this thing up or take a lead here in the 5th, as we'll be back on the Wren Broadcast Network. back to work here in Greenville. Jacob Allen steps into the box for the Canes. Don't think I ever got a number on the new pitcher for the Vikings. We'll get you a name on that as soon as
12, maybe?
We get it. If it is, it's Robert Hammett. Canes looking for the double steal. Allen puts one up the middle. It works to perfection. Canes will score one. Jowers touches home. Austin stays at second. 16 delivers and makes it a one-run ball game here at Ford Field. That base knock brought to you by Authorized Heating and Air. We'll get a look at the replay.
12.
A big time call, David, on the hit and run.
Yeah. Well, you come in and you guys coming in the mound, the first thing he wants to do is throw a strike, so you know it's going to be over the plate. So you go ahead and you tell him, all right, this first one's going to be over the plate. You take your hack, guy moving in motion. The only bad thing that happened there was it hit so hard to center field, Grayson had to watch where the throw was going to go, or we would have had first and third there. Good base running there by Grayson, though. Did not get that throw back and able to stay first and second.
And no outs still here, so still a chance for some damage from the Canes bats. As Sanders fouls that one off, Hammett comes back and makes it 0-2 quickly. As David said, Austin still stands on second. Allen on first. Sanders in the box for the Canes with Evan Allen on deck.
A lot of guys in motion today.
Sanders stays alive at 0-2. Now, we talked about it throughout this game a lot. Both teams really aggressive on the base pass. It's helped and hurt both of these teams. Hammett looking for out number one. Sanders trying to keep what the Canes have been doing alive, and he does. Right back up the middle. Austin will stick it third. The Canes are going to have them loaded for Evan Allen here in Greenville. Another Authorized Heating and Air base knock for number 30. And here come those bats, David.
Yeah, seeing something they like.
Vikings made the change to 12, and the Canes, as David said, seeing something they like. Up, down 5-4, but a chance to really grab the lead here in the fifth.
What could this be about?
He's talked to the umpire behind the plate. And now the pitching coach is going to go have a chat with Hammett. And when you have these guys that are coming up for the Canes, you like your chances. You got Evan Allen, you got Ben Smith on deck. Now John Grant.
Yeah, you just want to keep having these positive ABs. You know, good job there by Jacob and Big Coop coming back. And the good thing about those balls, both of those balls were here straight up the middle, and that's what you want. That means they're seeing the ball good, and so when you hitting it right back, what they call right back through the box, that's a good thing.
That's the thing I've been thinking about when you win games against Seneca 3-1. You're like, yes, really good win, but 3 wins in this region sometimes isn't going to win you ball games. So if you can come back and win a game like this, it's been back and forth. I think that shows a lot of growth in this team early.
Yeah.
They're going to keep Hammett on the mound. Bases juice for number 33.
Going to have a pinch runner here, I believe. Brandon Kirby going to come in for
Jacob.
That
is the leading run that stands on second. So they do want that one to come across. So Kirby takes second, Austin on third, Sanders on first. Allen looking for another base knock here in the fifth inning. And he does. Left field towards the monster. It's going to be foul as it dies and hits the heel. As we're about to see Cole Messina's shot to the apartment buildings.
I thought when it come off the bat, I gave it the uh-oh. But that's a good swing there.
As the wind, as we've talked about it a lot, it's killing baseballs once it gets past the infield.
Yeah, it's rolling in now. It wasn't really blowing earlier, but now it's blowing in straight from left field.
A 1 count. That goes high, 1-1. Canes faithful in dugout, getting into this one late.
Well, they are seeing the ball well against this right-hander for the Vikings.
Hammett trying to get out of it. Comes way inside.
Boy, that was close to his head.
We've seen Austin almost wear one in the helmet a while ago.
Can you name the movie that came from?
You did this exact. I'm having deja vu because you did this exact thing last year in Greenville. I don't remember the movie. That's the sad part.
Bad News Bears.
There you go. Delivery goes outside, 3-1. Chance to tie it with one more ball. Bases juice, nowhere to put 33.
Pressure's on him.
Dugout, Canes fans trying to make it noisy here at Fluor Field. A shade comes across the diamond. Hammett comes set, delivers. Goes high, ball 4. Allen flips the bat. The Canes have tied it up with no one out in the bottom of the 5th as Austin touches home. And 9 steps in the box, and here come the Canes.
Don't tell me this game doesn't mean a little something to them. Evan Allen was pumped just because of good Lord. Listen, I'm trying to go out to eat with my family tonight or something, and we keep having these pitching changes. We'll never get out of here. Like, it'll be 8 o'clock.
Vikings rolling through the bullpen.
Does a drive play tonight? Might as well go ahead and call that one, too. Jeez.
Tied at 5. The Vikings look to the pen once again. Canes have them loaded with no one out here on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here at Fluor Field, the Canes still trying to do some damage. Christian Hardegreg takes the rubber for the Vikings. Ben Smith in the box for the Canes with no one out. And Smith takes a hack at the first pitch. Makes it 0-1, but as I said earlier, Nine's approach has been the thing to me that's impressed me.
Yeah, he's taking some good at-bats. Again, right there, pitcher comes right in. The first thing he wants to do is get ahead. And Ben was sitting straight go.
0-1. Canes have 8 hits now. Looking for number 9. That's going to be low for ball 1, 1-1.
Great opportunity for the Hurricanes right here to get the lead and expand the lead as well. Nobody out.
One and one for Harder Gregg versus Ben Smith. Delivery outside for ball 2. Canes have worked a couple walks here today. The biggest one of recent has tied this one up. And Smith puts it right back up the middle. It's going to find some grass. Throw home, not in time. Ben Smith delivers again. The Canes take the lead at Floor Field off an authorized hitting and air base knock from number 9, David.
3 singles this inning, all of them right straight back up the middle. You want to make 10 happy? That right there makes him very happy. That's great approach. Great job of swinging the bat. And, boy, come on, Hurricanes, expand this lead a little more. Got it, now expand it.
And if Ben Smith wanted everyday reps, he's bringing his back to the box to earn it. Bases juiced for John Grant. And that one's outside for ball 1. And now if you're a Vikings pitcher, you don't want to put it in a strike zone because the Canes are putting it right back up the middle.
Yeah, they've come here in the bottom of the 5th with a mojo to hit.
And they've done exactly that, not just the 2 to tie it, but they've taken the lead. Still have yet to earn an out as Grant swings through that one, fouls it off 1-1. Don't know if he actually got a touch of that baseball, just know it took a bounce and went away from the catcher. Even at ones. Men on every base for the Canes. Grant swings through that one, 1-2. Harder Gregg looking for a big out number 1. Delivery from Harder Gregg goes outside, 2-2. Nowhere to put 14. Knotted up at 2s. Harder Gregg comes set, delivers. Goes low, all full for 4-14. Okay, I don't know. I was trying to get away from that, and David, I knew it was going to instantly cause havoc. Nowhere to put him. 14 looking for another base knock or a walk here with no one out.
Fly ball, something.
He'll take it high. Full count walk for 14. Sanders will make the trot home. The Canes take a 2-run lead in the bottom half of the 5th, and still no one out, David, for Colin McCaffrey. This has not just been a good inning. This could be a crooked number kind of inning.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Colin McCaffrey, number 5's had himself a nice day in the box. A base knock here would played a couple as he lifts that one into the infield at shortstop. He steps up, makes the play for out number 1. And again, a big out number 1 for the Vikings. Canal, a double play everywhere is in play here in the 5th inning.
Come on, Carson.
But bad news is Carson Bryant steps into the box. The freshman can create a cushion here in the 5th inning. He'll watch that one catch the outside corner, 0-1. Canes looking to move to 5-1 on the season with a big neutral site win over the Vikings. Comes back inside a little high, 1-1. Canes up to 9 hits, 7 runs, lead by 2. Arthur Gregg comes set, delivers. Gets that outside corner call once again, 1-2. Now if you're one, gotta protect. Top of the lineup stands on deck. Delivery. Bryant grounds one to the third baseman. Only play at first. And he's going to be out for out number 2, but he will play to another one. The Canes take an 8-5 lead. 2 outs for Camden Jowers, and that's how you do a job, David.
Get him in somehow.
The RBI counter continues to climb for the freshman. And Camden Jowers, who's looked like the hottest bat in the lineup, steps into the box today.
He could come through right here. Would score 2. Got smoke at second base, right? Yep.
I think you are correct. Delivery a little low, 1-0. Smoking Wesley Reed on second. Want to say, forget who was on third.
Ben Smith.
Ben Smith, there you go. Canes looking for hit number 10. Jowers watches that one fall in, 1-1.
Hurricanes already put up a 5 spot this inning. Went in trailing 5-3 and 8-5 looking to expand it.
Arthur Gregg looking for out number 3. Comes inside and high, 2-1. Both of these teams been back and forth all day long. Canes trying to create a cushion that's a little too big to come back from. Arthur Gregg comes set, delivers. Jowers watches that catch the outside of the plate, 2-2. Two and two with 2 outs, bottom half of the 5th. Canes with the men on second and third. Jowers trying to plate them.
Second baseman's, shortstop's played way over in the 6 hole. We get something up the middle, we got something.
In this inning, we've seen a couple flare up the middle. Arthur Gregg comes set. Big pitch here. Jowers battles to stay alive at 2-2 and sends that one foul.
Almost hit the big guy down there.
You know what? You know Randy's just happy that he gets to keep that baseball.
Yeah.
2-2 once again, 2 outs. Arthur Gregg comes set, looks down Jowers, and delivers a little high, 3-2. Back to a full count situation. John Grant worked a walk a couple batters ago in a full count.
Step out.
21 comes set, delivers. Jowers puts one in the left field. That's going to get down.
Foul.
And they're going to call it foul. Can't see the line all the way back there in the corner.
Let's see if we get a replay on how close it was. I don't know that we have a camera down the line.
But Jowers was very close from plating 2 more. I think the only person that could have seen that would be a camera in the first base well, but
yeah, we don't have one of those.
I think we do. I just don't know if it's on followed ball down the line. 8-5, Jowers back into a spot where he can do it again. 3-2. He puts one in the center. Center fielder trailing backwards. He's not going to get to it. He gets over his head. The Canes score 2. Jowers trying to turn on the wheels. He'll step on second, and slide into third base with a 2 RBI triple. Hello, Camden Jowers. An authorized hitting and air base knock from 8. And the Canes lead 10-5. How about the Canes in Greenville, David?
Yeah, that ball was smoked. I knew as soon as it was hit, it was going to be tough, and boy, was it tough for center fielders. He just
we've seen E.J. Grant turn on the wheels today on the base pass, and he couldn't get back to it. We've also talked about how the outfielders playing up a little bit. Jowers just puts it in a place that he can't get to, and they lead 10-5 now. This inning continues to get bigger. 2 outs for Grayson Austin now.
Do you remember back in about the second inning, I said, I wonder how much pitching they have left?
We're going to find out today. I think early on you have to think they're trying to change an arm so they can keep this thing close.
Hurricanes have put a 7 spot up this inning.
Austin watches strike 1. Pitch runner in for Jowers is Logan Stevens, I'm 90% sure.
Correct.
Austin flips that one out to the first baseman. Nice barehanded snag, and he'll run to the bag for out number 3. But the Canes plate more than a couple. 10-5 as we head to the 6th inning here at Fluor Field on the Wren Broadcast Network. Back here in Greenville, Canes coming off a 7-run bottom half of the 5th inning. They'll turn back to Camden Jowers on the rubber to try to knock out the Vikings here in the top half of the 6th. David, a big inning here. The Canes can slam the door.
Yeah, you want to shut down in other words, shut it down, come in here, get you 3 up, 3 down, and get back in the dugout.
Starts him off with a strike. The Vikings, Liam Nettles into the box once again here in the 6th. Even up 1-1. Jowers back to work quickly, bounces it 2-1 with no one out. Canes matching their hit and run counter, 10 each. Vikings with 5 runs, 6 hits. Jowers looking for the outside corner call, won't get it, 3-1. Brendan Foote, starter today for the Vikings, stands on deck. And there's your outside corner call for strike number 2. Now 8's got it full. Into the windup. And Jowers gets him the heck at it, and he knocks it down foul to keep it full. If we're talking players of the game, not many making their case stronger than 8. He gets in the swing through it foul once again.
Yeah, he's had a pretty decent day today. 3 hits, a triple.
Bunch of RBIs, and now a chance on the mound to kind of seal this thing. Another foul ball keeps it at 3-2.
I don't know if we said, but Powdersville did win 4-1. Did we say that?
I don't know if we said a final. Not much changed after that first inning.
No. Gave up 4 in the first and no more after that.
Jowers delivers. He will lose that battle versus Liam Nettles, and Nettles earns a walk with no one out.
Yeah, Caleb 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and Cooper Sanders 2 for 3.
Robert Hammett, the new pitcher for the Vikings, will bat now with no one out here after leadoff walk. Jowers looking for a ground ball. Roll the double play here. Pickoff move not in time. Try to post highlights and player of the game on Facebook and Twitter as well. For every Canes athletic event. As that one catches the outside corner, 1-1. Jowers comes set. Gets him to foul it off the catcher's mask. 1-2 now.
Hurricanes have 3 guys with multiple hits today. Ben Smith 2 for 3. Cooper Sanders 2 for 3, and the pre-mentioned Jowers 3 for 4.
Big day for the Bats here at Floor Field. Joward gets a late time call as he was about to deliver. Rolls off the side of the mound. We'll have to redo it. Again, back and forth affair all day. That bottom half of the 5th was a big one as Jowers delivers. That one's lifted into center field. Bryant looks into the sun and brings it in for out number 1 here in the top half of the 6th. And now a double play can end an inning as Carson Bishop steps into the box for the Vikings.
Bishop 0 for 2 today for the Vikings.
Now 5 outs away are the Canes with a 5-run lead. Going back to Piedmont a little bit happier with a win. That one's in for strike 1, even up 1-1. Hates came in, throwing consistent strikes. In relief, that one's flared to second. Smith takes a couple steps backwards, and he drops it, but there's still a play at second base. And the force helps out the Canes and makes it 2 outs with a runner on first. That one felt like he got caught in the sun.
At first I was going to say, just drop it and let's turn 2, but then he did drop it.
Yeah. Ended up helping you nonetheless. We'll get a replay of that one, I know. That one, of course, flared right into the sun for Smith.
Yeah.
Got the sunglasses on, but doesn't help much if it's right in your direct vision. Jowers will take it. 2 outs here. Was that time call again? I think so. Devon Hurst into the box. A couple late time calls.
Devon Hurst is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored today.
Jowers trying to fight back. Going to start him off 1-0. 7 hits for the Vikings. Jowers comes back, makes it 1-1. I'm guessing they counted that as a hit.
Which one?
The flare to Ben Smith, because they didn't give the Canes another error.
Well, it wouldn't have been an error. It would have been a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Still got it out.
2-1 after that one sails a little high.
But why did they put a hit up there? Because that wasn't a hit. That's a fielder's choice.
That's why I was questioning it.
We walked the guy. They did that. I don't know.
Throw over is high. He's going to take a bounce. Canes can throw him out with a nice throw. It's going to be wide as well into left field, but the Canes are there to back it up. So now with 2 outs, the Vikings will have a man in scoring position for Hurst.
There's a note there. Max Whitfield has come into left field.
There he is. He was on the backup for that throw to second. Two outs, top half of the 6th. 2-1. Jowers takes his time now. Wipes off the eyes. Looking to even it up 2-2 or pop him up. Jowers delivers. He does pop it up, but foul, 2-2. E.J. Grant, who's been big on the base pass for the Vikings, stands in the on-deck circle. He's trying to make sure he doesn't get a chance here with runners in scoring position. Gets him to swing through it. Grant catches it behind him. A Founders strikeout for Camden Jowers ends the 6th as the Canes will get a chance in the bottom half. Up 10-5 on the Wren Broadcast Network.
Once upon a time, moving was stressful and far from a fairy tale.
How are we supposed to move our house and get rid of our junk?
But the big bad move was no match for college hunks hauling junk and moving.
Have no fear, the hunks are here.
College hunks did all the packing, moving, and unpacking for the family. They also hauled away the unwanted clutter to be properly donated and recycled. And the family moved happily ever after. Make moving and junk removal less stressful and more magical.
Back here at Ford Field, Jacob Allen gets it started for the Canes. And for the Vikings, a new man on the mound, Taylor Jakubczak. That's just butchered. This part of the lineup's been big for the Canes today. Jacob Allen, Cooper Sanders, and Evan Allen are due up. Fouls that one off, 2-1.
Of course, Jacob got a big hit last time. Jacob 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Also
was on the mound for the Canes to start this one off. He calls time. 10-5 here in the bottom half of the sixth. Allen swings through that one, 2-2. They did end up giving not much he can do to be better than what the Canes were in the fifth. And always will take insurance runs as Allen grounds that one to short. Plays it off the bounce, throw over in time for out number 1. As that was Devon Hurst at short for the Vikings. Now up for the Canes, Cooper Sanders. You've talked about him. He's having a nice day.
Yeah, he's had a good day, too. He's got 2 hits on the day and RBI. Scored a run.
Right here in the middle of the order. Cleanup spot.
Evans had a unique day.
So that one makes it 2-1.
Evans 0 for 1 with 2 RBIs.
Everything Evan does feels like it's good lately. New pitcher on the mound for the Vikings, Andrew Babas. For Spartanburg, he'll meet John Grant. This 14 puts it foul for strike 1. Guess a fan in the crowd caught it. Got a nice reaction out in front of us.
Whoever it was.
Superstar of the day. 2 outs. Grant puts that one in the center. Center fielder coming on. He's going to let it bounce. And the Canes will plate another one. Grant with an RBI, authorized hitting an air knock, brings home Logan Stevens, and the Canes lead 11-5 here in the 6th inning. And up the middle has been the recipe for the Canes, David.
Yep, that's good at bats. It's good at bats.
This brings up Colin McCaffrey. You see the Premier Car Restoration replay.
Gamecocks trailing Ole Miss 4-3.
A way to kill the mood. 1st and 2nd. McCaffrey watches that bounce in front of him, 1-0. Bunch of good college baseball series going on across the country. Lucky to watch some good high school baseball here today as that one catches the outside corner. 1-1. Two outs. Canes have expanded their lead to 6. McCaffrey grounds it hard to the third baseman. Throw over in time. The Vikings end the inning, but give up 1. Canes lead 11-5 as we head to the final inning here at Fluor Field in Greenville. Back here at Fluor Field, the Canes return Camden Jowers back to the mound here in the 7th. I want to say they said Bolton Pritchard checked in somewhere.
Bolton Pritchard's at third base.
And that he is. E.J. Grant gets things started for the Vikings. He's been on base a couple times today in center. He gets started off with ball 1. Center fielder laid a bunt down in the first. He blasts that one into center field. Freshman turning around. That one's going to bounce all the way to the warning track, and number 5's going to have himself a leadoff double for the boys in goal.
He's 3 hits today, 3 for 4. Got a single, double, and triple. Hopefully he never gets a chance to get the home run.
That one with no wind bounced right in front of the warning track, so if he got into one, he could probably put one to center.
If we're playing at home, that ball's out of here.
So man on second, Tyler Stevenson in left. The top half of the lineup for the Vikings have been very productive here in Greenville. Jowers runs that one inside, 1-0. If you're 8, can't really worry about the speed on the base pass. Just need 3 outs here in the 7th, David.
Yeah, 1 out at a time.
Takes a look at 5, delivers. They're looking for a base throw down from Grant, rolls into the outfield. He's going to look for home. And the throw will be late as 5 goes from a double. And one wild throw brings him home. Canes still lead 11-6 here in the 7th inning.
Just gave that run back from last inning. We're fine.
5 runs separate them, as you'll see the replay. Once that ball gets in the outfield, you know the speed from 5 is going to get him home. As a bunt's laid down from Steven, then that's going to roll foul. Smart move from Bolton Pritchard. I don't think anyone could see that, but smart play nonetheless from 3. This top 3, it's definitely not the normal top 3 because State's Far fits into this scenario somewhere.
Yeah, they've all got a hit today. So
yeah, this top 3 has been working. Jowers shows you the glove work for out number 1 on the mound. He doesn't snag that one. I think that one's sneaking up the middle. The Canes were playing wide in the middle infield. Jowers now with that big first out brings up Taylor Jeter playing first base.
Jeter 1 for 3 today. Couple of runs scored. Couple of RBIs. Good day for him. Let's hope he stays at 1 for 3 or 1 for 4 would be good.
2-0. The outside pitch from Jowers. Righty-righty matchup for 8. And Jeter puts that one back onto the streets here in Greenville. A little too ramped up for that fastball. Makes it 2-1 with 1 out. Jowers back into the windup. Off the inside of the bat, flip over from Sanders. Jowers gets out number 2. Now the Canes 1 out away from winning once again in Greenville, David.
Yep. This is home away from home for the Hurricanes. Always had a lot of success over here.
A reminder, you can follow me on Twitter or join the Athletic Booster Club page on Facebook. Show highlights and player of the games. Jowers starts it off 1-0. Thank everyone for tuning in, dealing with some Wi-Fi troubles here in a neutral site. Jowers gets the outside corner 1-1. Bolin Fields is the man in the box for the Vikings. Swings through that one, 1-2, so now 8-1 pitch away. Big time game today for Camden Jowers.
Stands to get the win.
Delivery. Outside corner doesn't get the call, 2-2.
The whole infield was running off the field.
Redo it, 2-2, 2 outs, 8 in the windup. Gets him to swing through it, a Founders strikeout to solidify a nice day in Greenville. The Canes win at Floor Field 11-6, and the story today, David, the Bats.
Yeah, 11 runs, and you put up that many, you surely hope you're going to win. 11 runs, 11 hits. The only thing I can take away from it is it's got us down for 5 errors, and that's something that's not going to make 10 happy. But 11 runs on 11 hits, get the win over a 5A school, run our record to
5-1, 4-1,
5-1, 4-1, or 7-3, something like that. But counting our preseason. But anyway, Good day today. It was a beautiful day for baseball and a beautiful day for the Hurricanes.
Yep, the Canes get a win. We like to thank the Greenville Drive for letting us do this. It's always great. Nice view for high school baseball. And, of course, all the sponsors that sponsor all the streams and fans that tune in to watch. We thank you for tuning in. Ethan Mayfield on not his camera today, but a Greenville Drive camera. Austin Tripp on the 1s and 2. David on the color. And, of course, I'm Blake Miller. We thank everyone for tuning in. And go Canes.